Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Gabriel Rosado, along with me, Gallo, Abner and we got a special guest, rising star Roxy Verduzco.
Hello, everybody.
3-0. She's 3-0. Got a big fight coming up, April 19th, right?
Yes, at the Commerce Casino.
No doubt, no doubt. Who you facing April 19th?
I'm fighting a girl. She has 3 fights just like me. It was a last minute replacement, so I was supposed to fight a girl 9-1, but she rejected the contract. So here we are.
No doubt, no doubt. How's camping going? How's camping going?
It's good. It's good. You know, I've been traveling a lot. I just came back from Vegas to spar out there, so I got to get the work where I can find it.
For sure.
So people that don't know Roxy, who Roxy is, tell them a little bit about you. You know, your mom was telling me also that you were about to go to, you know, you were the Olympic team in Mexico. You lived in Mexico. You were fluent in Spanish, but now you forgot the Spanish.
Más o menos,
Talk to us about who's Roxy. Talk to us.
Well, amateur-wise, I have 21 national championships, 3 international gold medals, one of them being a world championship gold medal, youth world championship. I have 108 fights, amateur, 101 wins. With 6 losses, I believe. And yeah, no, I was ranked #1 for a really long time. And then I went to the Olympic trials, a lot of politics, you know how that goes, amateur boxing. So I decided, you know, I lived in Mexico for a while. I'm a dual citizen. So I went out there, made the team. I was supposed to fight. I went to Mexico City and I was supposed to fight like with Argentina or something like that. And then COVID happened. So my Olympic dreams just went down the drain. And here I am. I just turned pro like 2023.
And how did boxing start for you? Because we know your mom. Tell them who your mom is. She's one of the most respected trainers out there, especially here in California.
Yes, one of the only. And well, there's about a few female trainers, you know, but my mom's highly respected. She's been in the game since before I was born. So, you know, much respect to her.
Exactly. So she's the one that got you into boxing.
Yes, definitely. I'm a 4th-generation fighter. So my uncle was a kickboxer. My aunt was a boxer, kickboxer. It runs in the family. I'm the last one now.
So contact sports was definitely, you know,
it's in the blood. It's in the DNA.
Martial arts. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
And if y'all haven't seen Roxy fight, she's a killer. What is that? Yeah, she's a killer. What is that? What is that aggression and that pressure in fights? Where does that come from?
I would say it's in my blood, you know, but again, I've been doing it for a lot of years. You never stop learning. Once someone gets comfortable, you know, that's when you just got to stop. And, you know, I'm learning something every day. I'm not too aggressive because that can also be a mistake. So, you know, boxing's a chess game, you know, and you got to be very careful and very selective in the way you move yourself. So, I mean, again, if you want to bang, we can bang too.
Yeah, that's right.
Seeing where female boxing is now, like Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor are doing crazy numbers, right? And you got Clarissa. You got so many great female fighters now. How does that motivate you, and how does that make you feel seeing that you see that women boxing now can get to that level where the men were, where the men are? You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. Like, I grew up watching Queen Underwood, Michaela Mayer, them all going to the Olympics, and I grew up watching them. So, and then the fact that I got to spar them, it's like, wow, you know, I got to spar Michaela. Yeah, definitely. It was fun. You know, I love her, and I love Clarissa Shields. You know, again, I'm so happy that we're starting to get recognition because women can fight. Yeah, it's 2 minutes, but we can fight too. And that's what makes it more fun because we only have 2 minutes. So we're in there balls to the wall, you know? And I definitely do see myself getting paid like that, just like that, you know, with the right marketing. I speak English, Spanish. I can market myself well. So everything, unfortunately, is about social media. And you just got to, you know, pave your way to get paid more. And I'm so happy Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor got paid that much. That was just a breakthrough for women's boxing.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That not only are you, well-spoken, speak 2 languages, good-looking girl, you can fight. You know what I'm saying? Because not everyone has a full package. You know that, Gabe. You know, either you're too good-looking, but you can't fight, or you can fight, but you ugly. But what I'm saying, you got the full package, and not only that, you know, a lot of experience, a lot of amateur fights. Now, as a pro, you're 3-0. What do you like about the pros? What is it that you like? Oh man, I like being a pro now.
I like the way in the day before, definitely, but I do like the small gloves. You know, you're getting punched in the face. I feel like you can see a lot better without the headgear, to be honest. The pay, you know, you can make your own
better
way.
Precision now for women's
you
boxing.
Get the right team, and you're not stuck on contracts where you're just like, you know, and I can move the right way, especially with Tom. I'm with Tom Loeffler, and he moves. He's been having women since Lucia Riker, so you know, he takes care of women, and that's that's
he
very
knows
important.
the sport definitely.
And I'm a free agent, you know, like, you know, I can market myself how I want to.
How fast do you see yourself fighting for a world title?
I don't want to rush it too much.
Of course.
Again, I do have experience. I could fight for a world title tomorrow if I really wanted to, but
you got the mentality. But I
Yes.
mean, if you get like, oh man, envision yourself like, man, within like 15, 20 fights, I don't know, be like, I see myself being a one division, two division world champion, fighting, I don't know, big name. I mean, who's the one girl or one name that you're like, man, I wish I could put, gloves and fight with her?
I am in the featherweight, so Tiara Brown has a WBC. Nina Mink has the IBF, one of those, and then Amanda Serrano has two of them, but I really don't know if she's going to come back down.
Right,
but I do want to drop to 122 as well. At least Scottney has 3 belts there, so I want to be undisputed, unified, whatever, you name it. I would say maybe my 12th fight, I want to fight for something. Maybe now, like in the 8th fight, some smaller title, and then from there move up, get my rankings up. I'm already 2 in the U.S. and number 20-something or 30-something in the world, so just
sure.
just
You
by
got a
that,
good manager, so he'll know how to guide you, manage you,
Definitely.
promote you. All that has been great. And I'm looking forward to her career,
Thank you
brother.
so
And it's
much.
crazy. Hold on, before
Yeah.
Gabe, I met her at the boxing gym I don't know if you remember this, but bro, it's like I'm small, I'm tiny.
I was-
and then she was like up to like my hip. And look at her now, she's probably taller than me.
Oh yeah, I've known him since I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. It's I've been around. I've been around. I've been around the gyms, and I'm glad
it's good to see you, succeed.
I'm still continuing. A lot of people just stop at a certain age. I just kept on going, and I'm still going.
That's dope. I got one more question, right? How do you feel about the 2-minute rounds? Do you think women boxing should switch to 3-minute rounds?
So I just came back from a WBC Women's Summit, and they
Yeah.
explained why it was the 2 minutes. And before I used to be like, no, I think we should fight 3, but I looked at it on a house perspective,
What was the
elaborate.
reason?
What did
It
they
was
tell you?
just saying like our brain, our brain is shaped a little different. Like we're women, our bodies like retain water. Everything is just a lot different for our body health
That's
wise.
interesting.
And
That's interesting.
there was studies about it. But hey, if I could fight 3 minutes, I would. But I'm not gonna strip my WBC belt because I want to fight 3 minutes. You know, like I won't let the ego get to me. If they did in the future, yes, I would love to. But 2 minutes is fine. Women have knocked out other women in 2 minutes, but I feel like the third minute would help with that.
Yeah,
but
that is an interesting aspect. I didn't I never heard that as far as the way a woman's head is shaped and things like that.
yeah, like
And
we can't. We're women. We're
Right.
supposed to be
Yeah, yeah.
fragile, right? We're supposed
sure.
to have babies. We're supposed to have kids. Our body's built differently. The pain resistance. We do have a high tolerance, but at the same time, we are women. At first I was a little stubborn about that,
Yeah.
and they sat me down, and I was like, okay.
I've
Yeah,
always
but-
felt that
but
women
when
were
you
stronger than
retire-
men. I'm not gonna lie.
we
no,
are,
but look,
we are.
when you retire, you gonna want to be able to count your money. You want to be that punch
I
drunk.
don't want to be like, yeah, no. I want to have like my brain.
No.
is
Yeah,
important,
you want to
know?
count your money.
but
you want somebody to count it
what
for
I'm saying?
you.
Like I've noticed that women are obviously because they could give birth to a baby. That takes a lot of strength, a lot of guts.
No, definitely.
And then at home, sometimes my wife, she likes to do things on her own. She likes to pick up a box. I'm like, she doesn't even tell me. I see my wife already picking up a heavy.
I only
bag.
act like a
I'm
damsel in
I'm
distress.
That's why daddy's here. Tell
Sure,
me.
that's
But like,
funny, man.
I always do
women
that.
like I don't need you. I can do it on my own.
I definitely sometimes I've seen a guy and I'm just like, oh, I need help with this. I really don't. I can carry it with one hand, but
go.
it's just like, can you do it for me? I act
funny.
like I'm a damsel in distress.
Right.
That's funny, man.
Yes, I witnessed my mom carry a refrigerator up the stairs on her back. So like our family's very strong,
Yeah, I know.
and the guy was just there watching. I was like, wow.
No, you definitely come
Divorce.
from a good bloodline, and I'm excited for your career.
Thank you,
Because
thank
you could fight. You could do it, and sometimes you see certain girls and we're like, she's alright, but you could do it.
No,
you got
Roxy
hands.
can
You
fight,
got
man.
hands.
I was like
and-
Ryan
yeah.
said, they're just mad because I'm pretty and shit.
there you
No
go.
doubt. But Roxy, man, shout out your next fight. You handle everything.
All right. I was gonna say shout out. You guys can see me on UFC Fight Pass at the or in Commerce Casino if you want to see it live, April 19th. And don't forget to tune in. It's with 360 Promotions, and you guys can follow me at Right Hook Roxy on all platforms. Thank you.